afternoon, everyone. I'm Miss Kim from the Smithtown Library. Thanks for joining me today. And I'm going to be showing you step by step how to make a do-it-yourself stained glass mason jar. So all the materials that you need to make this project are laid out right here, and I'll show you exactly what you need. You're going to need any kind of glass jar. This is a mason jar, but whatever kind of glass jar that you have at home will work perfectly well. You're going to need a type of mixing bowl. You are going to need a cup of Elmer's glue and 1/3 cup of water. So if you have measuring cups at home, that's the best way to do it. These will give you the correct proportions when you mix them together. They will make a Mod Podge mix. If you already have Mod Podge at home, just feel free to use that for your jar. You're going to need a paintbrush, a mixing spoon, and you will also need different colored tissue paper cut into little squares about 1 inch wide, just like this. And let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is, if you have Mod Podge at home, it often comes in a gallon container, just like the Elmer's glue container that I have here. You can just pour as much of it as you would like into your mixing bowl. If you would like to make your own Mod Podge, I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you're going to do first is you're going to pour a cup of Elmer's glue into your measuring cup, and you will pour it into your mixing bowl, just like that. It might get a little bit messy, but that's okay. All right, and then once you have your glue, you're going to take your 1/3 cup of water and pour it in with the Elmer's glue. Once you do that, you're going to take your mixing spoon and mix it all together. And then once you do that, you will have your Mod Podge consistency, and you will be ready to put it on your glass jar. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So once you're done mixing your Mod Podge, you are going to take your paintbrush and you are going to dip it into your consistency, and you're going to put it all over your glass jar. Now before you do this, you just want to make sure that you take the top off your mason jar. And once you do that, you can get started. So you're just going to mix it up here, and you're going to just put a thin layer of the Mod Podge all over your mason jar. And this is what is going to cause the tissue paper to stick to the jar. All right, and you are all set, and you are ready to put your tissue paper squares on your mason jar. Now for this step, you are going to already have your tissue paper cut into squares about 1 inch big, and you can do any colors that you would like. I like mine multicolored, so it looks like stained glass. And all you're going to do is you're going to take each piece of tissue paper and just stick it right on your jar, just like this. And press it on so that all the sides of the tissue paper are glued down, just like that. And you are going to keep going around until your entire jar is covered in tissue paper. You're going to spin it and make sure you get every side so that it really looks nice when it's finished. So at this point in our craft tutorial, you can actually pause this video if you would like. I am going to continue working on my mason jar, and you can continue to work on yours, as it does take time to carefully put the tissue paper and stick it neatly on your jar. So keep working on it, maybe put on some of your favorite music. You could check out our Hoopla app on our website to find some good music to play while you're working on this. It's a really relaxing activity, and I'll catch up with you in a few minutes when you're finished, and I'll show you some tips and hacks that you can use for your new creation. Okay, so at this point you should have your finished product, your mason jar covered in tissue paper on all the sides. So So as you can see, you can make it look like stained glass. You can use a different color scheme depending on the season you want to use it for, whatever you would like. Just be creative with it and have fun. And a couple of things that you can use the mason jar for when you're finished. This is a great back to school craft, so you can put some of your school supplies in your jar, your pencils, your markers, paintbrushes, just like that, to keep on your desk where you're working. Or to take it even further, if you have a little tea light at home, this is a battery operated tea light. If you flick it on and put it in your jar just like this, it really looks nice, and you can make a little lantern, and the light shines through the tissue paper and it looks really pretty in your window at nighttime. And that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see everybody soon at the library, and please continue to visit the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources. Bye everyone, thanks for crafting with me today. Hope to see you soon.